So I think the structure of the song has stayed the same, right? Um, how I've experienced the song has changed though. So when it started, obviously I was on alto. So from a messaging point of view, the things that that were speaking to me more were renew, restore, mold them into yours, awake. That was like the strong message for me at that point because I was singing it in alto and the emotion comes from that. Um, but transitioning then to soprano, where I'm telling the story basically, um, and it's almost like I'm leading. You know, I'm injecting the message into the song. That has had like a different experience. It's created a different experience for me where I look at the song more holistically, and I think that I've learned to appreciate it more and understand it more. But I think that of all the songs that we have on our album, this is the song that kind of applies to different stages of my life where, you know, basically the idea of giving everything to God, we all know it, but in song form, it's easier to experience, it's easier to apply. So yeah, that would be my transition. In terms of how people will experience it, I think it depends on the feelings also. That because there's a certain way that you can sing a song where it sounds very emotional, or we're just singing a song and we're just going, So I think that with every performance, it's a different experience, because with every performance, I'm bringing a different feeling or a different lerato for that day. On that day, I'm sad. So when I sing it, it'll have like a sad undertone, if that is even a thing. But I think with every performance, I can't speak to how people will experience it because it would depend on how we're singing it on that particular day. So, yeah.
So the song covers a quite a not a wide, maybe let me just say a wide spectrum, right, of situations, and so the I wanted to write around the word channels, right? Of course, channels of my life, but channels, because I just, for some reason, that word just kind of spoke to me at the time, and what I was going through, right? So for me, I tried to then incorporate more than what I was feeling, right? So you have words like renew, restore, mold, and then mold them into yours kind of connects all the four words. So it's transform, renew, restore, revive, awake, rebuild, right? Mold them connects. It's like the bottom line. Whatever it is, if I need to be transformed, renewed, restored, whatever, do those things, awaken and mold whatever you're awakening into yours, whatever yours is, so your will, essentially. So I try to cover a variety of spectrums because we're all in different places in our lives, right? So some are like, it was there before and it died, so you needed to be renewed in J, so we talk about being renewed. Some, it's like somewhere else, now we need a complete transformation, so all those words for me were covering a spectrum, a wide spectrum, so that it reaches and touches. So maybe someone will only resonate with restore, because they know where they were and they just like, yo, Jesus, please restore me. So they resonate with that word in particular, and mold it His will. So that's how I think people should just listen to it and allow it to kind of just listen to the words, of course, and how it moves. So the song also builds, and at the end, there's just a young harmony in the background, just to kind of create a climax where we just say, of my life, right? So everyone can just say, of my life, there at the end, after all those words have come into play, you know. The ending is, live within me, Lord, you know, I pray, bottom line, and we're done. You know, so I really just want people to listen, and whichever word really resonates with you, you hold on to that and really push that, and pray that God really molds whatever it is into His will. So I just wanted to reach as many people as possible with the use of those words that are similar in nature, but they are different. They have different contexts and applications.